Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a great weekend. When you jump on, say hello, hit the heart button, comment florals. Let me find myself here. We're gonna do a little throwback action, I guess you would call it. This is a transfer you actually can't purchase, but I'm gonna explain how you guys can get it. So when you jump on, say hello, hit the heart button, comment florals. Let me just try to find my video here. Mark's inside. We worked on the dining nook all day, so he's actually just caulking and filling the holes from the nails, and then we can paint it tomorrow, so I'm super excited about that. All right, there we are. Keyword is florals. Hi guys, hi Gail, hi Melinda and Suzanne. How are you? All right, there is my comments. Happy Easter weekend. Hope you guys are having a good one. All right, so I've shared that into the broadcast channel. If you guys see that red line above my head, I'm live. Otherwise, you're watching the replay, so just comment hashtag replay. Hit the heart button, sprinkle, S-H-A-R-E, and comment florals, F-L-O-R-A-L-S. This is going to be really cute. So, I told you guys on the 15th, that was when the Summer Peanuts collection launched. I've been sick, and I've been kind of out of it and whatever, but I told you guys that the Vibe for 5 promotion sold out, meaning active club members who placed an order over $60, you guys aren't able to get the free transfers anymore, but that was a lie. I didn't know because it wasn't adding to cart, so I wasn't able to get it that day, and neither were a few other customers, so I'm going to message Chalk tomorrow. It is still in stock. So if you're an active club member and you place an order over $60 between now and the end of the month or while supplies last, you're still going to get those 5 free previous club transfers, so it's an $80 value. I was mistaken when I said it was sold out. It was sold out for a little bit, like a couple mornings, but they got it fixed. So it's back in stock. So what we're actually going to do, the only way you can get these is if you're an active club member and you place an order over $60 in the month of April. And there's only a chance that you'll get this one that we're going to use today. But it was one of my favorites. So this is how I store my club transfers. You can see this says, this is from when I first joined. So this has the club transfers from 2020 all the way to November of 2024. And then I started a new one. But you can see my very first club transfer ever, it was back when I cut my transfers apart. So I don't do that anymore, but this was my first ever club transfer. It was the Welcome December Club Couture of 2020. So that was my first one. But anyway, I was just going to flip through this, but I'm going to show you guys one of the ones that was actually December of this past year, and you have a chance to get it when you place the order. But also, when you join our club in the month of April, you're also going to get 5 free transfers as well. Those are like chosen, like you're going to get the same 5 no matter what when you join. But then once you're an active club member and you place an order over $60, you get an additional 5, which are not the same. So these are all ones that I cut apart, as you can see. We have Wild and Free. This was a good one. What if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? So the club is $21.99 per month unless you join Perks First. Perks is a program that you get 30% off everything, including the club. So you can join Perks First, and you get tons of awesome perks, including 30% off of the club. I am very tired. Thanks for that. We have Lemon Grove. These are old, you guys. These are back from 2021. Life is a Bowl of Cherries. Kitchen Rules. This one I have covered up, but it was right here. Hello Autumn. I just pulled that out of there. I need to help you get organized. I'm trying so hard to get my life organized. Yeah, you'll get a couple duplicates. Like, you shouldn't get the duplicates in the same order, if that makes sense. But you will get duplicates, like if you place multiple orders. But yeah, very thankful, grateful, incredibly blessed. I should probably turn this way, huh? I'm going the wrong way now. Reindeer parking up on the housetop. Then we had Good Things Are Going to Happen. Love is not just looking at each other, it's looking in the same direction. Some of these are ones that you can actually get. Actually, not yet, I don't think. This is one. No. Some of them are ones that you can get. When we get there, I'll tell you. This one is, yeah, these binders are in my Amazon link, you guys. This one is Take the Long Way Home, Find Joy in the Journey. So these two right here are ones you have a chance to get if you place an order for $60. This one is, I don't know what it's called. Farm Words. Keep Going, Keep Growing. That was a good one. Those are super cute. The large stencils, C, D's, and E's. I have S hooks and collapsible hangers. Those are all the stuff that I use to store my transfers are in my Amazon link. Ice Cold Lemonade. Live in the Sunshine. Some of these I had, even if you don't have a chance to get them. This one is one that you have a chance to get. The Berry Sweet Days of Summer. This was one of my favorites. Home Sweet Home with a little house. Grateful for This Day. Mighty Oaks from Tiny Acorns Grow. Through the Years We All Will Be Together. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. This is one you have a chance to get. Welcome-ish, depends on who you are and how long you stay. Staying In is the new going out. Is that the one where you joined my club, Laura? This is one you have a chance to get. I love this one. This is the Botanicals. Just called Botanicals, yeah. Farm Fresh Organic. Gasoline. Premium gasoline. Is this one you have a chance to get? I feel like it is. Yes, these binders are on my Amazon link. I also have size A ones, Mary. This is how I store my size A's. So same thing. I just get new ones for each release. This is one you have a chance to get. Explore Your World. This was a good one. This was August of 2023, County Fair. We're just going through these quick so I can show you. You don't have a chance to get all of these, but this just shows you that you get these exclusive transfers every month as a club member, and you should join because it's awesome. And this month is the best month to join because you get 5 free transfers that are previous club transfers. This one's Words Matter. Speak kind words to yourself. This one was one of my favorites. I loved this pattern. Abundantly Blessed. Oh, this one was popular. The snowman, vintage snowman. Anything vintage. Make Today Awesome. These are the good old days. Cowgirl Boot. This is one you have a chance to get, I think. This is one you have a chance to get, and this one. So Everything Changes. No. Are these the ones you get if you join the club this month? Let me look. I don't want to make a liar of myself. I'm trying to think. Excuse me. I've been sick and I'm just like... So if you join the club in April... No. I was wrong. If you join the club in April, you have a chance... You'll get 5 free transfers. I'll show you what they are yet, but I haven't gotten to them yet. These are 2 that you have a chance to get if you're an active club member and you place a $60 order. So the Butterfly, the Bold Lemons. Okay, here. These are 2 of the ones that you'll get if you join the club in April. So you'll get Old School Legend, and then you'll get Modern Patterns. And then you'll get this one, which is the Vintage Blueberry and the Botanical Block Print. And then there's one more, which is the one we're going to do. This one was Pumpkin Pie, and then we had the Gingerbread Guy. It's in the other one. Oh my gosh. And then this was the November postage stamp. I'm like, oh my gosh, where is it? It was December. I put it in my other binder. Hold on. You guys, I'm losing my mind. I'm like, what did I do with it? Here it is. So I had to start a new binder finally. Like I said, I've been in the club since I became a designer. So I have all of them since I become a designer. So that's all of those. And then I put December 2024 dash till when I fill it. And I just start from the back because it's easier. So this is Framed Florals. This is another one that you're going to get if you join the club this month. And this is one, so I lied. This isn't one you have a chance to get if you're an active club member. This is one that you'll get if you join our club this month. I think I do have extra though if you are an active club member and you would like to get that one. But this month's club is the Strawberries, which is super cute right here. Fresh strawberries. Really, really cute. If you're already a club member and place an order over 60 or 75, maybe we'll get 5 transfers from you at the end of the month. No. From me? What? You get it from Chalk, Deborah. If you place an order over $60 on my Chalk site, you get the 5 free transfers. Not at the end of the month. You just get it with your order. But this is one that you'll get if you join our club this month. But it's cute. And we're going to do something fun with it. The inserts come in the binder. They do. Yep. They're just like little black, like paper. I don't know what they are. Not paper. I don't know. Plasticky. Whatever they are. Hi guys, you got both of them. So yeah, I feel like some people like the Vintage Blueberry one somebody got even though they're an active club member, so I feel like they're kind of swapping here and there, but I don't know. So we're going to use 4 of our 9x12 outside the box frames, and then we're going to use, excuse me, our brown simple shapes. We're going to use 4 of them, and then we're also going to use our table runner. I'm actually going to cut my table runner. I'm really into like fabric and textiles lately. So I'm going to actually staple the fabric to the inserts. These are one of my favorite surfaces, you guys. These are amazing. We had a ton of different sizes and a lot of them have already retired. I don't know how much longer this one's going to be around. So comment Florals and grab some of these if you haven't. but they just go in this little slot. They are wood grain on one side, brown on the other. The binders are in my Amazon link, like I said. But what we're gonna do, I'm actually gonna start, I think, by painting these. I'm gonna paint them in my favorite color, as you guys know, which is Sweet Pea. And then we're gonna add the fabric onto our boards. And then I'm just gonna do the framed florals on these in vanilla. I think it's just gonna be really pretty and like elegant, and it'll make for like a really pretty kind of gallery board. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna pop these out of here. These are 2-pack. Double-sided 2-pack here. I might end up adding, like, these are a little bit, so these are smaller. If actually, we have some like exclusive surfaces that only club members can purchase that are previous club surfaces, because you get a surface with your club as well. And one of them is the watercolor paper, and they fit on those really well. These are actually quite a bit smaller. I'm wondering if I should add something else on there, but. Did you get the blueberry one at Old School Legends? That's so weird. So yeah, they're like kind of mixing and matching. Because only new ones are supposed to get those. Only new members are supposed to get those ones. But who knows? I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and give these a quick paint job. Hi, Melissa and Lisa. So this is a color I've mixed up. You guys know I love this color. I call it Sweet Pea. It's just sage mixed with black velvet. It matches my home decor. For me, green's like a neutral because I use green everywhere in my house. So we're just gonna give these a quick paint, and then we'll sand them a little bit once they're dry. How's everybody's weekend going? We've been working on the Nook all weekend, or all day, not all weekend. He's got it done. We put all the beadboard up and all the like trim pieces. Now, like I said, he's just filling the holes, and he's caulking, like, you know, the parts where it's not perfect or whatever. And then tomorrow we get to paint it. I got some extra sage mixed on there, but I'm so excited. I think it's really gonna bring it together. It's our dining nook. He like built it, and we had like shiplap on there, but we changed it out for like beadboard, and it's really pretty. He did a great job. I put it on my story if you guys want to get a little sneak peek. It's not painted, it's just all white, but I'm not going to paint the sides because we're going to sand it down a little bit anyway. But isn't that color so pretty? Let me get my brush strokes out of there. This weather today has been insane. It's been sunny, it's been windy, it's been rainy, now it's pouring, then it'll sprinkle, then the sun will be out. It's all over the freaking place. We have already celebrated Easter, so my kiddos are at their dad's this weekend, so we celebrated Easter last weekend. So tomorrow we're just working on the house. The holidays where I don't have my kiddos are always a little bit rough, so I just try to stay busy. But we had a great Easter last weekend. Are you guys all ready for Easter? Are you hosting? Are you going somewhere? I was thinking this was one of the ones that you could get if you were an active club member and you placed a $60 order. But anyway, if you join our club this month, you will get this transfer. The beadboard is going to be like, it's called pewter green. It's like a very pretty green. It's one of the colors that we have on the walls in the house. We have diverse beige on most of the walls, and then we have pewter green on a couple like accent walls. And then the nook is going to be the pewter green, and then eventually the cabinets will also be that pewter green, like the kitchen cabinets. But yeah, it's looking really good. I'm excited. Flooring will be in next week, so that can go up. Our new furniture is going to be here next week. Lots of things happening. We're getting somewhere. Hi, Miss Sandy. Real cloudy and 80. Yeah, it's been all over the place today. I'm telling you, like the sun was out. It was really humid for a while. Then it would pour. Then, I don't know. It's just been everywhere. Staying home. The kids live in California. Aww. Well, hopefully you get to FaceTime them at least. Excuse me. All right, just get a good coat on all these, and then we're going to let these dry while we start attaching our fabric to our boards. Yeah, green's my favorite color. I love green. I told Mark, I hope I don't ever get sick of green because there's a lot of green up in that house. You guys are just jumping on, say hello, comment floral. This is gonna be super cute. We're making like a kind of a floral kind of gallery wall, something I can put in the house. That's just gonna be pretty. Like I said, this transfer, you can't purchase it, but if you join our club this month, you can get it for free. $80 worth of free transfers. Hi, Linda. Staying home and making a ham for dinner. Well, that sounds good. I don't know what we're gonna have for dinner tomorrow either. I got out stuff. I got chicken marinating right now so that I can do like Chick-fil-A salads, the market salad or whatever it's called. We're gonna set these to the side, but now it's pouring, so hopefully it kind of clears up so I can grill. Otherwise, it's gonna be a little wet. All right, I'm just gonna rinse my hands off, throw my brush in some water here. And then we can start attaching these on. Sunny and 65, really? 65, that's not very warm for Arizona, huh? Do you mean 65 or was it 85, Shirley? That's just surprising. Okay, so we're gonna use our table runner. I have lots of different fabrics that I use. I was gonna iron this, but I don't know if I need to. If I pull it tight, will the wrinkles get out, or should I turn I might want to turn this on. We might need to turn our little mini press on if I knew where it was. On the down here, of course, on the wrong side. I don't want a ton of wrinkles, so I've got to plug in. I just have my little press right here. You can use a regular iron or whatever, but I'm just going to plug this in. Sorry, my light went off for a second, so I had to unplug it. Anyway. Oh, Northern Arizona 65. That's surprising. Turn this on, maybe. What's wrong with you? Are you broken? Oh, I guess you don't hold it. We'll let that just do its thing for a minute, and then we'll give that a quick iron. I guess we can just dry these quickly since we're gonna let that heat up a little bit. 70 degrees in Connecticut. Now this isn't plugged in. Oh my goodness. My husband must be unplugging things. He's killing me here. Hold on. Jeez Louise. All right, I think we're ready. Yeah, 80 in Kentucky. Yeah, it was real humid. Now it's raining again. But like I said, we've had every weather other than snow today, so I'm hoping the snow's done. But I used this table runner. What did I use this for? We did something with it the other day. I don't remember what project I did with it. I can't remember. My brain's broken. 78 in California. Isn't this color so pretty though? I was gonna start chalking on the wall in the house, but I didn't get to that yet. Maybe I'll start that tomorrow after we get our first coat on. I know, right, Donna? Shouldn't say that word because you never know. You just never know. Yeah, I did a garden flag. Was that it? I feel like there was something else I did. No, I guess it was that. You're right. It was the garden flag. But I feel like it was something that I used it for more recently. But maybe I'm just losing my mind. Who knows? I might be crazy. Losing my mind. Alright, so again, these are just our simple shapes. The brown ones. They come in a pack of 2. We painted them in Sweet Pea. Gonna get them dry. I'll give them a little rough sand, and then we'll wax them, and then we're going to use our transfer. These are so pretty. Like I said, this was the club transfer back in this past December. These 2 right here, this one and this one are my favorite. They're so pretty. And there's some lilies. I have no idea what that is because I'm not a flower person, but hi, Sue. All right. I think our Easy Press should be ready to go. I just want to kind of iron out the wrinkles a little bit. I was thinking I did something else with it more recently, but must be not. I don't know. The word is florals. I have like fabric that I buy just in bulk that I use a lot too for like embellishments and stuff, but this fabric here is great too. I probably should have something underneath of this to protect my desk, but Brittany, when you chalk your walls, does the chalk wash off when you wash your walls? So I've never chalked on my walls before, I will tell you that, but our chalk is super, super durable. And so, I mean, normally like I just kind of take like a Swiffer to my walls, like dry dust, especially that wall, I probably would just dry dust. But, I mean, if I wanted to wipe it off, I could just wipe it off, but it's super durable. Like, I'm really not worried about it. I think it'll be fine. All right, so what I should probably have is something to protect my desk because I want to staple. How do I iron that out? Apparently I still have a really... Goodness. And I haven't been sleeping well between my, I don't know if it's carpal tunnel or what it is, but between that and then now I'm sick, I'm like having a heck of a time here. All right, so I'm just gonna put it on the white side. Doesn't really matter which side you put it on, I guess. But I wanna make sure I pull it nice and tight so I can still fit it in the insert there. I probably should let's put our mat thing underneath of it. So when I staple it, I don't get it on the desk, because that would be bad. Give me something to staple it onto, huh? Just gonna pull it tight, grab my stapler here. It's always the opposite of the way I think it is. See, you would think it would be like this, but it's not. It's the opposite way. And that messes with me. I don't know how thick are these staples. Just shot really far. No, you're here. I wonder if this is gonna work. I don't know if this is gonna be too thick. Let's just try it, I guess, and see what happens. Oh, I think it went through. Must be too thick. I thought you were going to say, yeah, well, my neck too. Between everything. You know, I guess those are too long. Do I have other ones? Hi, Cheryl. How are you? I want to use staples because I don't feel like I can get it as tight with my hot glue. I do have my hot glue gun on though. Hi Terry, how are you? Where are my staples at? In here. I think I just wrinkled that up even more than it already was wrinkled. Look what I did. I'm really like all about fabric and textiles right now. I don't know what's something newer for me. Like I never used to really be all about it. Something. You have the same stapler. I know. Isn't it so confusing, Marcia? You would think it's the opposites. I'm glad it's not just me. I know I have extra staples somewhere that are. I just don't know where. Those are regular staples. This top drawer has become a little bit of a mess. Are they down here or are they in other? Hold on. It might be over here. Goodness. too much stuff, huh? Found them. This one shows the actual size. This one doesn't. 6 millimeter, 8 millimeter. I don't know. I'm assuming I don't have ones that are going to be small enough. Yeah, these are 2. I'm going to have to glue it, I think. Those are thicker. Shucks. All right, stapler's out. I guess we'll just glue her. At least I have my glue gun turned on, huh? All right. Try not to hurt ourselves. I guess I can still pull it tight. I just have to make sure it dries a little bit, huh? Getting stuff all over the place though. How's everybody's Saturday going? Thank you guys for jumping on and hanging out. I'm going to trim this a little bit as I go just because I want to make sure I can still fit it back in my slot. I want to make sure it folds over. I'll just trim this thick piece off the side here. We're just going to do this to all of the inserts. I'll make sure first that obviously it goes in there okay. So out of this table runner, I got a whole flag, plus I'm going to be able to do 2 of these insert things. It must be 6 o'clock, the thing's going off. So now, I'll get this corner attached nice and tight here. Good Saturday, just had chicken dinner for supper. That sounds good. I think it's gonna work. I think it is. Any of you guys ever watched The Handmaid's Tale? I watched it, I think I watched the first season, when it first came out. But I really don't remember what happened, so Mark and I started watching it, and now we're... Every night at 6 o'clock it goes off, Mary. It's just like I don't know, the fires, I guess it's them testing it. I have no idea what they call that. But thank you for the stars, Miss Susan. You've been cooking most of the day for Easter, not hosting, just food to bring. Well, there you go. What are you making good? All right, I'm gonna make sure I can pull this super tight and then glue this corner down. Yeah, it's noisy around here. Yeah, you don't have that. Yeah, we have that here. Yeah, it is every night. Yep. Thanks for the stars, Renee. All right, just pulling it super tight and then gluing it around, making sure my corners I get good and tight here. Oh, is that what they do every 12? Yeah, it's not a tornado siren here because we don't get tornadoes, but they do that every single night at 6 o'clock. The hot glue worked just fine. I was hoping to staple it, but we pivoted. Pivot? A town I had a curfew siren. Really? Blessed be the fruit. May the Lord open. Yeah, I literally just said, yeah, Michelle, I said that. I will check to make sure it fits in the frame. Don't worry. I got this. Not my first rodeo. I could always trim down the corners a little bit too if I need to, but the outer part's really not that much thicker, so. Made hot dogs, chili, and homemade macaroni salad. That sounds good. We had hot dogs last night. I threw them on the grill. Look at that! It actually like looks really good. Doesn't that look good? What is may the Lord open? The weirdest stuff they say. Praise be. It's a show we're talking about. All right, let's see some moment of truth here. Yeah, that stapler. What is the brand? Arrow. It's just weird. It's like opposite of what you would think, you know, it is. But anyway. Oh, it's so close. Come on. So close. I even got it like really, really tight. I was so proud of myself. I might have to just trim these corners a little bit somehow. Oh, I was so proud. Does look good. I just gotta make sure I can get it in the slot. Once we get it in, I don't plan on taking it out, so it'll be good. I had a feeling the corners is what was going to kill me here. Have you seen the Surebonner stapler? I haven't. What is that? I'm gonna have to figure out something better. The next one. Just get this part in. I think I could shove it. That's what Mark always says when he's doing like he cuts the pieces. He always like measures twice. Like he's really good at everything he does, and then he'll like get it there and it'll be like so close because he tries to, you know what I mean? Like make sure everything's super tight when he's putting something together, and he'll be like, I think I can get it in there. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Oh, I gotcha. It's not a bad stapler. I don't use it a ton. And it's just opposite of what you would think it should be. You know what I mean? Kind of messes with you. But ooh, I got the bottom. Just gotta get got it. Look at us. We can do hard things. There. See? I can just get it to pop down inside here. There we go. Look at, that's cute, huh? It's not as tight as it was now. We got it on there. So let me grab one of these first ones so you guys can get a feel for what my plan is here, okay? I'm gonna try to pull the next one a little bit tighter and maybe it'll be better. But so see, this is gonna go in the center. See how pretty that's gonna be? And then we're gonna use vanilla on here. So let me just go ahead and sand this down quick. We got it, guys. Look what we can do. So I'm just gonna take a 220 grit, go over the top of this. Again, these are the simple shapes. Just gonna smooth this out. And then I'm gonna take an 80 grit and kind of bring some of the wood forward here. I think this is going to be really cute when we're done. Kind of go all around here. Hey, Mama, how are you? Did you work today? I think it's gonna be really cute when we're done. I'm leaving my mat here because I'm gluing and I know that I'll get glue over my desk. But now we're gonna take our surface wax and just apply this on here. This will just prevent our paste from coming up because we painted our surface. And then we're gonna grab our transfer. Like I said, you can't purchase this one. If you join our club this month, you'll get this one for free. Hi, Sheila. So I'm gonna do, let's do one of my favorites. So these two are my favorites, so we'll do one of these. But if you guys are new, these are reusable silkscreen transfers. You can use them over and over again if you take good care of them. We're just gonna fuzz it up here. Hey Brenda, how are you? And then we're just gonna add this right into the center of our frame here. Our little shape, whatever you wanna call it. I think it might have stopped raining. I might be able to grill the chicken for our salads. All right, get it in the center, and I'm just gonna use vanilla. We're gonna keep this like real neutral. Are you going to be able to get it out without the little square on? No, my plan is to not get it out. That's the point. We're making like a gallery wall. This is gonna just hang. So the back side doesn't matter. It's just gonna hang in the, I'm gonna have 4 of them, and it's gonna hang in my house. But if I wanted to get it off, I would just take I'm gonna glue it on there, but if I wanted to take it off and reuse the frame, because you can, and put a new insert in, then I could just pull this off, you know what I mean, if I wanted to. But I'm not planning on doing that, because I'm gonna leave mine together for home decor. All right, take our paste, same thing we painted with, but we're just going to use our squeegee to apply it here. Make sure it's all pressed down. And then we're just gonna chalk our design on here. Press it through, get our excess off. You guys know the drill. And if you don't and you're new, let us know where you're watching from. Make sure you like and follow our page. All right, let's peel this up. Look what I did at the bottom right there. But you know what? I don't mind it. It's okay. I got a little bit off of there. What do you think? Isn't that cute? And then that's literally just gonna glue. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Isn't that just like so simple, but just so pretty? I love that. Can you imagine like all 4 like on a wall? I'll have to like hang them up at some point and take a picture, but I think that's really pretty. So we're just gonna throw this over here. Just clean these with tap water or board eraser. I'll show you how easy they are to clean here in a minute. Let's go ahead and just glue this one down so it's done. It's still wet, so I gotta be a little careful. But there's 1 out of 4. Stick with us till the end, and I'll pull somebody for some Happy Mail. We're just gonna add a whole bunch of glue. I need another glue stick, of course. Because it is so pretty. Just super simple, but pretty, right? We want to make sure we get it in the center here. So there's number 1. Isn't that cute? What do you guys think? I love the colors too. Ooh, that sounds good, Suzanne. Yeah, nominee would look pretty too. You could do nominee, but I went back and forth. I'll be honest, Renee. You know me. I do love me some nominee, but simple and beautiful, right? All right, let's go on to our second one. So again, just grab our box frame, pull this out. And then this is our table runner. I'm just gonna do the same exact thing. I'm gonna kind of iron it out again like I did the last time just because it's a little bit wrinkly. I don't don't think when you pull it tight it would really matter, but just to be on the safe side, we'll get our wrinkles out a little bit. A couple of the creases. Isn't it so pretty? I think it turned out really cute. I like it. I'm so excited to like get stuff hung up on the walls in the house and like decorate. That's what I'm most excited for. I did antique the frame. I did not this time. You could definitely do something to the outer frame, but I do have some things that are just, you know, kind of simple in my house. Yeah, 4 grouped together. I know it'll be pretty. All right, let's go ahead and glue this on. I'm going to try to be more careful with the corners this time so I don't have to play with it. Kind of trim them down as I go, I guess, but pull it nice and tight, like we did. Isn't it so cute? You guys see it there? So I definitely don't want as much on the side, so I'm going to trim it a little bit more this time, I think. Excuse me. The corners is where I ran into trouble last time. Yeah, do that, Suzanne. I love the, I think it's called the market salad from Chick-fil-A. It's got like the strawberries. I'll save this for like embellishments. I love using the fabric for embellishments. But it's the one with like the blueberries and the strawberries and the apples and the chicken. So that's what we're gonna have tonight. All right. Let's see here. Try to like, maybe if I angle it a little bit. I want to make sure, I don't want it bunched up, but I also want to make sure get it nice and tight on here. I think this is going to cause me issues right here. I gotta kind of trim it as I go. Try not to cut my fingers off. These are actually just from Walmart. Is that what you were asking, where I got them? All right. How did I do that best? I don't like that, but I don't think I want to do that this time. Just gonna trim a little bit off here. Yes, they're just from Walmart. Yep, that's where I got them. I thought that's what you meant. Hi, Lisa. All right, and again, pull it super tight. Try not to burn ourselves. I know, isn't it awesome? You can use it for so much, and it's literally a table runner. You know what I mean? Which I think is pretty cool. Think outside the box, right? Almost done with this one. Hopefully it'll go right in. We'll see. Just gives it a whole nother, I don't know, like using material, I feel like it just gives it a whole nother look. I know, I don't have any energy either. I've taken a nap 2 days in a row and I never nap. I am not a napper. You guys know Mark naps every day because of his autoimmune issues, but I am not a napper and I've had to nap because of this, whatever I've got going on. I go to the doctor on Tuesday for a follow-up, so if I'm still sick, I'll have her check that part out too, because might as well. This is going to be too thick right here. I feel like I aimed to make it less thick, and I feel like I made it thicker, but you know. I think a lot of it has to do with the weather too. Like this weather has been all over the place, and I don't know. I just feel like, ugh, I don't know. Everybody like is tired, and you know, gonna have to order more of these frames. Oh yeah, exactly. Make things to decorate your home. Yes, for sure. And I love I love all of the outside the box frames. I'm super bummed that we got rid of so many. So definitely grab some of these while you can, because we've already retired a bunch of them, which is a bummer. All right, let's see if we can get this in here without any turmoil this time. Which side's flatter? Okay, this side's a little bit flatter. Come on. Take vitamin D3 and B12. I already take both. Yeah, I'm already on both because I get my labs drawn every so often, and I've had anemia, and you know, so I'm already on those things. These are the 9x12 inserts. This is too thick right here, and now I can't get it out. There we go. Let me just cut this a little bit. That might be better. Zinc, I'll have to look into that. Yeah, if you comment the keyword, which is florals, you'll get a link or a message with all the information with everything I'm using. Catch it right there. There we go. We can do hard things. Just takes us a minute. Try to get it pushed down in here all the way. That one actually might be better than the first one. Look at it. I think we kept that one pretty tight, other than I gotta just get it pushed down just a little bit more right there. Perfect. Look it. Okay, let's chalk our next floral piece here. Here's that one. I'm gonna grab another one of these. These are all dry now, so I'm just gonna take my 220 grits, go over the top, smooth it out, and then I just take my 80 grit and just kind of bring some of the wood forward and distress it a little bit. I know, right? It's like a little personal achievement. Like, I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, we did it. And then we'll wax it, and then we'll grab another one of our transfers. Surface wax. Light layer, just so we don't pull up any of our paste. And then we'll do our next one. We'll do my second favorite, that's this one. Again, you can use these transfers over and over again. Join our club and you'll get this one for free this month, along with 4 other transfers. Get this in the center here. I'm gonna make that the bottom. And then press it down so we don't have any air bubbles. And then we'll grab our vanilla paste and we'll chalk it up. We got 2 more to go. Like I said, stick around till the end. We'll pull somebody for some happy mail. Thank you guys for hanging out. Comment floral, hit the heart button, sprinkle. Hi, Donna. I think it says the name of the name of. This one says something on it. Cam? I don't know what it says. Maybe it's French or something. There's little words on there. So see on this one where I kind of went off and kind of did like a little line right there? I didn't mean to do that, but I kind of like how I did it. So I think I'm just going to do that down here, even though I didn't mean to. Kind of just adds a little something to it, I felt like, even though I didn't mean to do it. All right, let's peel this up. Aren't they fun? I think they're so pretty. There's number 2. Look at that. I love it. I think it's so pretty. So let's glue that one onto our frame. And then we can start on number 3. Hi Kay, how are you? You ready for Easter? Oh, look who's coming to say hello. Look how pretty these are.
Hello.
Mark's here. You got it done?
Yeah. Done and everything picked up. Those are nifty.
Aren't they cool? So there's 2. I'm trying to make sure I keep it straight. Okay, so there's 2. Look how pretty. What do you guys think? I'm gonna have to take a picture of them on the wall after I have all 4 of them hung up. There's 2 of them. Let's do the next one. This takes a minute.
You really want my hair or you good?
I'm okay if you want to go.
I want to shave.
Yeah, because I still got a grill and.
My hands are
All right, we gotta open up a new table runner,
I
guys. They're all saying hi to you. Why don't you come show your face for a second? You can too. All right. Iron this out a little bit.
Hi guys. I'm still not used to the camera.
I know, I hate it. It
Never
drives
get
me
used to it.
nuts. This is,
I'm all dirty. We've been doing a lot today.
yeah,
As
totally.
always.
I'm busy.
Those were inside. It was nice.
Yeah. Aren't they cool? It's hard for me to get them in there though, because I have to like, I was gonna use a stapler, but I don't have staples that are short.
So what do you?
So I'm gluing it, but then it's really hard. I gotta like really force it in there, and with my fingers, I'm having time.
You need me to say?
No, you can go. Isn't it cute?
Just clean it up and then. Yeah, how do you say it looks nice?
I'm excited. All right, I'm gonna make sure I cut these
Happy
off because this
Easter.
outer part is gonna be too thick. Mark said happy
Everybody.
Easter.
Enjoy your day.
So trim this off. And then place this on here. He's gone. He's gonna go shower. He's been working hard today. All right, glue that down. And then that one's wet. I want to be careful. My cousin Shannon asked me to make some signs for her wedding. That's exciting. Congratulations. Trim this down. Try to keep it as thin as we can so that pops into our slot okay. What did you do for your carpal tunnel? I haven't done anything for it. I got like wrist splints and I have to sleep with those. Otherwise, like my hands fall asleep. I've been trying to not wear them every night because it drives me nuts. But then I wake up and I'm like in so much pain from like numbness and tingling and but I go to the doctor on Tuesday, so I'm going to talk to her, see what she has to say. All right, pull this nice and tight. I'm going to do my corner over here. Yeah, it's not fun. Driving me batty. Between my hands, like being numb and falling asleep, and then my neck pain, like somebody else said, and then now I'm sick, you know, all that good stuff. Gotta love it. Katie, are you still here? Are you caught up on Handmaid's Tale? Did you watch, like, I know there's a new season. We're still on season 1. I'm rewatching season 1 with Mark, because that's the only one I ever got through. But these are from, I think they're Westcott. They're just from Walmart. You have to get the wrist glove. Yeah, I have the ones that I got them at Walmart, but they, you know, they're my wrist all the way up my hand. They're not super comfortable to sleep in, I can tell you that, but it's the only way I can sleep without my hands falling asleep. Alright, holding it nice and tight. Isn't it a great idea? I love, yeah, the texture and the colors, I'm all about it. I'm loving like texture and like, I never used to like want to mix like different patterns. Like I'm all about like florals and patterns and stuff now. So I'm super excited. Can't sleep now. I know, me either. I have to take either Tylenol PM or Advil PM and hope that helps me sleep. It's not fun. And a lot of the times it doesn't even work. But I just put my finger right on it. There, just a little bit. Just a little bit. We got 2 more to go. This corner is going to give me fits, I can tell. Yeah, not sleeping is not fun. The only time I'm really getting any good sleep right now is when I nap. I'm not normally a napper, but like I said, with being sick and stuff, I've been taking a nap with Mark. Hi, Pam. Whatever works, right? Try not to burn ourselves this time. Thanks for the hearts, guys. I think these are so, so cute. All right, trim this down. Hope I didn't just trim that. I might have trimmed that a little bit too much. There we go. All right, this part right here I know I'm gonna have a hard time with, so we'll trim that. I know it's super simple, right? It takes a minute because you gotta like get everything on there, but it is super simple and elegant, right? Like it's gonna make like just for really pretty decor, I feel like. All right, let's see if we can get her in. Which part's flatter? I feel like this side. I feel like this side's going to be the winner if I can get this to lay down a little bit better. All right, let's see. Moment of truth. Doesn't help that I like can't grasp things right now with my fingers. I was trying to help Mark pick up a piece of plywood to make like a table for a saw. For the saw, and I like couldn't even hold the darn plywood. Like my fingers just are not working the way they're supposed to. So hopefully, eventually that gets a little bit better because trim this a little bit so it pops in there. Look at us. Gotta get this bottom part in, and we only have 1 more to go. That part right there needs something. There we go. Got it. Look at us. Hi, Lisa. Yeah, the material is the hardest part because you just got to get it on there just right so that you don't, you can't have it too thick because then it won't fit in the slot. but that one I got in there really good. We did it. All right, let's chalk our next frame here. We got 2 left. How cute are these? Yes, come in Florals. Take a 220 grit, go over the top, smooth it out. Isn't it cute? This is the one that Darcy made me. My friend Darcy made this one, sent it to me. And then just kind of bring some of the wood forward, distress it a little bit. And then we'll wax it. Thank you for sprinkling. And then we'll grab, we got 2 more transfers left. Am I going to be on tomorrow? I don't know, maybe. It's Easter, so a lot of people will probably be doing stuff. I don't know. I mean, we're not celebrating tomorrow because we already celebrated, but maybe, we'll see. I don't want to make any promises because we get doing projects and then sometimes I don't feel good and, you know, it just depends. We'll see. All right, grab our vanilla paste. Isn't it so pretty? I love it. This is our 3rd one. Like I said, these are going to hang. I think they're going to be really cute. I have the perfect place for them too. We need more floral transfers. So even if you can't get this one, so like I said, only new club members get this one. This was a club transfer back from December, but you might already have it. So if you were already a club member, you would have gotten it this past December. If you joined after that and you weren't able to get it, then you can message me. I might have one, or we do have a transfer called, I think it's called Spring Garden something, and it has a couple flowers on it. That one would be a good option. And then you could also use like the roses from the etched rose transfer. There's a couple other options you could use if you don't have access to this transfer. There's the 3rd one, and see how I've done that? I did that on all 3. I just feel like it, I don't know. I don't know. Went off the transfer the first time, and it was kind of a happy accident, so I just kept doing it. Because why not? All right, we got 1 more to go. We're just going to glue this down. Thank you so much. Yeah, we have tulips. The tulips are sold out now, but there are some different options on the chalk site that are flowers. But we do need more flower transfers. I'll just put my hand in that again. I gotta kind of turn it towards me so I can make sure it's straight. Actually, it might be pretty darn good. So there's the 3rd one. How pretty. I am loving this. I know, I love florals too. All right, we got 1 more to go. I'm just gonna grab my table runner. We're gonna iron it out again. Same steps. We've done it 4 times, but last one. Burn the heck out of that pinky. Oh. Just get like that hard crease out. Like I said, you can use an iron. I have a bigger easy press too, but for little projects like this, it's just easier just to grab a little one. I think I don't use a strong enough grit sanding block. It takes me much longer. Yeah. So you need to use like an 80 grit if you want to like distress. That's the important part, Cheryl. The rougher you get, the like more distressed it's gonna be, and then the smoother or the lower the grit, the lower number, that'll help to distress, and then the higher, like 220. That's what I use to smooth out my paste. So those are the 2 I use: 220 and then 80. All right, grab out our last box frame right here. You have a lower back. Oh, I'm sorry. Right? I know. Friends ones. There's a lot of different ones we could use for sure. All right, I'm going to trim this part off again. This is too thick. It definitely won't go in there. If you guys are just jumping on, say hey, comment florals. I think these are so pretty. We're using the table runner, 9x12 box frames, and then our simple shapes that we painted. And then we're just going to get this on here and glue her down just like we have been. Yeah, gotta love chronic pain, right? It's not fun. I don't wish it on anybody. I mean, I'm going on 36, and I started having this neck pain. Like, I've had neck pain for a long time, but it got really bad at the end of September, and now it's just, it seems like it's getting worse and worse, and I don't know if that's what's causing all these issues with my, you know, hands and wrists and all that stuff. So I gotta talk to my doctor on Tuesday and see what she says. I've been talking to her a little bit. We have a thing called My Chart through, you know, the hospital that I go to or whatever. And so I'm messaging her a little bit, and she's kind of leaning towards the fact that it's probably my neck causing a lot of the issues with my hands and stuff. But all right, trim off these sides here. Yeah, those are the only ones I really use, 80 grit and 220 grit. I'll save this for another project. So like I said, I use this for a garden flag, and I'm not a sewer, so I didn't sew it. I just used fabric glue for that. But you can use these for embellishments. Super fun. If you've had lower back pain for years, that's no fun. Thank you, Leslie. One of my teammates made this shirt for me. All right. Pull it nice and tight. Our corner here. This grouping would be really cute with the peanuts transfers. Oh, it would. You're right. That would be a cute idea. I gotta do some more projects with the peanuts transfers. Those new ones. There's so many cute ones. Hi, Sarah. Trim it down as I go, because you guys know these corners is what gives me fits a little bit here. Don't want it to be too thick. Very talented. Well, thank you. I will take that. I appreciate that very much. I made a post earlier about stickers on like plates and stuff. I got these new plates and like bowls and cups and stuff from Walmart, like the melamine ones, but they're really pretty. It's Better Homes and Gardens. But it's like really up my alley, like very pretty, like green. They have different colors. I think they had blue and like maybe brown. But those stickers are like, why? They want you to buy their stuff, and then they put these stickers on that are so hard to remove. And literally, if you've ever bought anything from Walmart that's like either the Mainstays or the Better Homes and Gardens, they have the stickers that literally come off in tiny little pieces. So like you tear it and it comes off. Somebody said use the heat gun. I haven't tried that yet. I'll have to do that next time. But I was like taking them all off, and it's just, I'm like, seriously, why do they have to make it the most complicated darn sticker ever when they want you to buy their stuff? You know what I mean? It's kind of like a burlap, but not. What does it say on the, is it burlap? I think it is burlap. It's not as like, it's not like that thick, heavy duty. Does it say what it is? It just says, it's 55% cotton, 45% linen. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what somebody said was to heat them up. I'll have to try that next time. But I was like, it's just ridiculous how hard they make them to get off. Just a little ridiculous. Yeah, next time I'll have to do that. But this morning I was struggling big time, tearing them all off myself. And then I used some of the Goo Gone stuff, and somebody was talking about all the chemicals. And of course, you know, people, they gotta say their business. Bought a mirror from TJ Maxx yesterday, and the sticker was stuck to the glass. I know, isn't that the worst? That's the worst thing ever. Like, why? And then they put it right on the front of something that, like, that's, I remember we bought this like fireplace from Amazon when we first bought this house, and they had like this huge sticker right on the front of it, like literally on the front, on like the faux wood, and it said like tear off or whatever, but it was like a warning sticker, and you tore it off, and it literally tore like the faux wood with it. It was awful. Oh, does that work? I'll have to try that too. So it must be heat is the key, huh? I'll have to take one of my extra heat tools inside the house so I have it when I have stuff like that. All right, we're on the last one. I'm just pulling it nice and tight, trying not to burn myself. Last corner, and then I'll just trim it down a little bit, and then we'll get her in its little home here. This one, oh, I just leave there. Trim this side a little bit. I'm making a mess. I gotta wipe this up. Alright, let's see. As long as it looks good on this side, that's all that matters, right? Thank you, Diane. This is gonna go in the house. I think it's gonna be really pretty when we're done. I'm trying to make it show so we can get it in there. This part I can tell is going to be well, let's just try it. We'll see what happens. I got a vacuum. Isn't it cute, Gail? All right, grab this. Get all these extra things off of it. Trying to see which side looks flattest. The flattest. I think this side. Okay. Oh my gosh, that might have been the easiest one, other than right here. See, I always have to kind of trim this part because it gets, it's too long. I just can't get it to pop in there. That was definitely the easiest one. Use this again. It kind of helps me to pop it all the way down in there. I think we're getting better with it over time. This is just like a staple remover, but it's working well for the purpose I'm using it for. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna hang them. It'll be really cute in the house, I think. Okay. Got her in there. Make sure it's all smoothed out. Let's chalk our last shape here. I'm actually gonna move this thing out of my way. Okay. So now, we'll grab this. Take a 220 grit, smooth out the top. Love the way you did your carrot. Did you do it live? Yes. Yep, it's on our page. It didn't turn out cute. We used some patterns. All right, and then we're gonna take our 80 grit, stress our edges. Use transfers that you can't get, but like I said, if you join our club this month, you will get this one for free. You'll get 5 in total, and some of you might already have this one. So if you've been a club member with us for a while, it was December of this past year, then you would have this one. All right, go ahead and wax it, and we'll chalk our last one. Got stuff all over me. I love when something in my head comes to life and it looks better than I anticipated. All right, last guy here. These are like lilies, right? No, those are lilies, right? I don't know what these are. Anybody know what these are? Thank you, Kelly. You're so sweet. I'm not a flower person, if you can't tell. Let's go just a little bit. There we go. Don't forget to take a pic with these. Yeah, I will. Yep. It might not be it might be a little bit, but because I gotta, you know, I can't hang them up until we get everything in place. But at some point I will. All right, chalk our last one here. Just press our vanilla paste right through. Yeah, I love how that carrot turned out. It turned out really cute. Nobody knows what this flower is. Next month will be 4 years. Oh my goodness, Suzanne. Yeah, Suzanne joined my club 4 years ago next month. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy. All right, peel this off. How pretty. I did not make my top. One of my designers and friends, Darcy, made this for me. Isn't it cute? All right. I went off on that one a little bit more than I did the other ones, so I might just sand that a little bit. Oh. All right, let's close this up. We'll glue this one on. Lotus, maybe? Oh, Catalily? Is that what it is? I have no idea. All right, glue this one on here. Oh, I love how these turned out. So pretty. I love this look, like just so simple. Yeah, elegant, right? There we go. We'll hold these up, we'll clean our transfers, and then we'll be good. I'm gonna sand that just a little bit, so hold on, let me just dry this. I kind of went off on each one of these and just did like a little distressed line, but this one got a little bit wild, so I'm just gonna dry it a little bit and then just sand it lightly. Better. All right, here they are. I'll grab my 2 favorites and we'll put those on top. But can you imagine them like, you know, hanging on a wall? Look how pretty. What do you guys think? Aren't they pretty? I love these. I think they turned out so good. What do you think? Cute, right? I love them. Hit the heart button. I think they're so pretty. Love it. Love, love, love. All right, we'll set these over here. Let me just go ahead and clean my transfers, then we'll pull somebody for some Happy Mail. Make sure you, excuse me, hit the heart button, sprinkled and commented Florals. Just gonna grab some tap water, my board eraser. Like I said, you can use our transfers over and over again. I did probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 projects with these ones. Thank you so much. I think they turned out really pretty. And that's like the beauty of it. Like if green isn't your color, you could use what, you know, whatever color goes with your house and make it work for, you know, whatever you have. But then just take your board eraser, you just clean the paste right out of your silk screens. And like I said, you can get all the supplies I used by commenting Florals other than this transfer. The only way to get this is if you were a club member in December or if you join our club this month. And I might have extras if you guys weren't able to join, you know, if you join like after December and you want one. I can't remember. I have to double check and see if I have any of these, but you can let these dry sticky side up, or you can just take a paper towel to them, which is what I do. These are also beautiful watercolored. I did a couple watercolor projects with these. You guys know I love to watercolor. And these are stunning watercolored. Oh, there you go. We'll go ahead and dry them, and then we can stick them right back on their backer sheets. kind of fun being able to use previous club transfers. Normally I don't use club transfers after they're gone because, you know, you can't get them anymore, but when they bring stuff back like this, then it gives you a good opportunity to use them up. I have a wall. These would look great, right? I know, I'm excited. I think they're going to be really cute in the house. I love being able to like make my own decor and like make it match the house, and I'm so excited to chalk on that one wall and like add it, make it look like wallpaper. So excited. All right, we stick these back on their macro sheets, and I'll pull somebody for some happy mail. Excuse me. So you just stick them back on here. Sticky side to the white side. There's a yellow side. Don't put your sticky part on that. I have not watercolored yet. You need to do it. It's so fun. So fun and so easy, Mary. You'll be so shocked. All right. There she is. Let me pull somebody for some happy mail. Like I said, guys, comment Florals. You can grab this one. Grab our beautiful strawberry project this month. We've done 2 projects with it so far. We'll do another one at some point as well. Let me just pull somebody for happy mail. Did I put that we were live? Oh, yeah, I did. I was going to say, what happened to my thing there? Let me bring these back. Oh, they're so pretty. I love them so much. Love, love, love. All right, let me pull up here, or scroll up here. We're gonna go with, excuse me. Thank you guys, you're so sweet. Let's go with, the glue gun is a Ryobi glue gun. Sorry, I just saw that, Lisa. I'm gonna go with Susan Trent. We're gonna send you some happy mail. I think I already have something for you, so I can send it right with that. Where's your name at here? Susan Trent. All right, you guys. I hope you have a fabulous Easter. I don't know if we'll be live tomorrow or not. What's the number of that transfer? The name of the transfer is Framed Florals. It was the December 2024 club transfer. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day. Happy Easter if I don't see you tomorrow. I might be live. We'll see. It'll depend on what we're up to. But you guys have a great rest of your day. Let us know if you guys have any questions. And if you want to be a part of our crafting community, just comment Florals, and we'll see you guys later. Take care.